This is the main menu of Phoenix NP Complete. It identifies which current user is logged in, the current school year, and version number of the software. It is also the main point of navigation to the contacts, student, staff, revenue, reports, and utilities modules of the software. Pressing the Contacts module button takes the user to the Contacts Information submenu. From here, users can select to see contact information by contact name or by donation receipt number, and also access the contact mailing and email management submenus, tax receipt submenu, and voided donation submenu. To view main contact information, simply depress the Contact Information by Contact Name button. The contact information screen is the main point of entry for users to access, add, or edit data relating to any individual contact. As you can see, Phoenix NP Complete makes use of drop-down menus and fillable fields wherever possible to be able to enter data relating to one or more contacts, including employer information, occupation information, address information, and as well as categorizing the relationship of individual contacts to your organization. Again, you can see how drop-down menus are made to simplify the whole process of data entry. In addition, pop-up forms are used to be able to recall and enter telephone and email information and are easily accessible via the user. Donations received by individual contacts can also be viewed by either using a pop-up or by using the Donations tab, which allows the user to enter and/or list individual donations received. There is also a very flexible search capabilities off the screen, whereby only entering a few characters, individual records that match can be selected and immediately navigated to for ease of viewing and editing. To exit, simply press the exit button and the user is returned immediately to the main contact information form. Another approach to viewing contact-specific information is to look at donations made by individual contacts. Phoenix NP Complete has an easy interface to support this as well. The Contact Information by Tax Receipt option brings the user to the Donation Information form. Individual receipts can be tracked by multiple receipt numbers, by donor name, by donation type, by fundraising program type, by donation payment type. In addition, the date of the donation, the date the transaction has been entered in the system, and the date that a receipt has been printed is also managed by Phoenix NP Complete. Amounts received, any non-receivable portion, and the net receipt amount is also tracked. Individual receipts can also be flagged on or off, depending on whether a receipt has been printed or not. There's also a search capability able to search by receipt number. Pressing the exit button returns the user to the main contact information menu. Phoenix NP Complete is also a fully functional customer relationship management tool. Users can produce mailing labels by accessing the Contact Mailing Management option from the Contact Information form. Phoenix NP Complete allows for many different ways of printing individual mailing labels. All labels can be selected at once or deselected at once. In addition, labels can be individually selected by donor name. Note how the Preview Print button becomes enabled or disabled depending on whether individual donors have been selected or not. After selecting individual donors, clicking the Preview Print button will then open a print preview screen, allowing the user to verify that the selected mailing label information is correct. The Print Preview button can of course be closed as well by user request. Individual donors can also be selected based on donor category and by family category, allowing for even a finer selection of individual contacts. As you can see, Phoenix NP Complete does respect which individual contacts are selected at any given time. As with the previous interface screens, clicking the Exit button returns the user to the Contact Information menu. Management of contact email addresses can be accommodated through the Contact Email Management menu selection. Here, email addresses for individual contacts can be viewed, and email addresses can be added on the fly for either person 1 or person 2. In addition, full search capabilities by either email address or person name is available. In addition, all email addresses out of Phoenix NP Complete can be exported to an Excel worksheet for further review. At this point, it would also be helpful to look at how that data is exported as an Excel worksheet. So the first step will be to exit out of the Contact Email Management screen. Simply click the Exit button to return to the Contact Information screen. Let's assume that the email data viewed earlier has now been exported to an Excel spreadsheet. Simply open up that file and the data will be available in Excel for additional analysis, showing you contact number, contact names associated with that contact number, email address information, and a host of other data that can be sorted and filtered against. Excel 2007 is particularly useful at sorting and filtering this data to generate subsets of the data. This is particularly useful for those organizations who are using a third-party internet-enabled mass email management system where this data can then be bulk uploaded for email purposes. When finished with the Excel analysis, simply close the Excel spreadsheet, choosing to save it if you wish. In this case, I won't save it, and that will then return you to the last open window, which in this case should be Phoenix NP Complete. The next functional area of Phoenix NP Complete to demonstrate is the tax receipt submodule. Click the tax receipt button from the main contact information form will bring the user to the tax receipt submenu. First, let's demonstrate the tax receipt for printing system. Click the button and the user is instantly brought to the tax receipt for printing interface. This interface presents all donations which have been entered into the system but for which no receipts have yet been printed. To select an individual receipt, press its radio button on the left-hand side of the screen, and when pressing the Preview Letter and Receipt button, the user will be presented with a pre-formatted donation letter and 2 copies of a receipt, both original and duplicate. Please note that the receipt has already been formatted in a manner which is acceptable to Canada Revenue Agency. When satisfied that all the data is present, simply exit the preview screen and the user will be returned to the tax receipt for printing interface. Individual receipts can also be selected by different categories, either fundraising category, by date range, or by individual donor. Here we are demonstrating how to select all receipts for an individual donor. Phoenix NP Complete also supports emailing of receipts when using Office version 2007 or higher.